I know you don't want to hear this, but should you be saying no to the Fuji X100VI? Right now, it's the most popular camera in the world, and I saw in China alone, there's over 500,000 pre-orders. Let's chat megapixels. Megapixels are great if you want the highest resolution image that you can get. And if you're looking to crop into your image and still maintain a high resolution, more megapixels, the better. If you're somebody that sprays and prays, or somebody that doesn't cull their images, then more megapixels may not be for you. The more megapixels in an image, the larger the image is going to be, which means more storage, more hard drives, larger SD cards, and so on. And if you're sending these over to your phone will also have less storage. Don't get me wrong, storage is relatively cheap nowadays, but my approach to organization and storage is not to pay to have more storage. That doesn't really solve anything, that's just prolonging the problem. A better solution is getting rid of files you'll never use, being organized, having a system, and I mean, if these type of things are interesting to you, then check out some of my other videos because I love talking about this kind of stuff. The X100VI is priced pretty high, and I think for what you would be paying for this camera, you can get something equivalent, if not better, in a different camera. Some of my other favorite cameras that are priced a little bit cheaper are the Sony a6000 line. These are great because they have interchangeable lenses and are very capable for their size. Another great alternative would be the G7X line from Canon. These are really small, they have variable lenses and have many of the same features as the Fujis. If you're dead set on picking up a Fuji and you can't be bothered with a Canon or a Sony, then consider picking up an older Fuji camera. Remember how much hype there was around these cameras because they are incredible cameras? Well, they didn't just fall apart and conk out and turn into garbage just because a new camera got released. Now is the time to snatch up these older cameras because people are going to be selling them for a lot cheaper because they're waiting in line for this X100VI. Think about what you want in a camera. Do you want a camera that shoots JPEGs that you don't need to edit? Are you looking for something with multiple focal lengths? Do you need something small and portable, or are you okay with something a little bit bigger? Do you need the latest and greatest tech? Ask yourself some hard questions so that you can get the camera that is going to serve you and your needs. Do you want a fixed lens, and is 35mm the lens that you want? I personally love the 35mm lens, and if I had to only choose one lens, it would probably be the 35. I think it's a great lens to start with. You can shoot almost anything with this focal range, and by having a fixed lens, you are forced to move your feet to get closer or further from your subject instead of just twisting a zoom ring. Having a fixed lens on your camera also removes one more element of thinking when you've got to think of shutter speed, ISO, aperture, your subject, directing, all of that. However, there's a good chance that you're buying the X100VI because it's an upgrade from your phone. And when you're traveling, perhaps you want a couple more focal lengths other than a 35mm. The RX100 line and the G7X line may be a better suit for most people. These cameras have a variable lens and can cover pretty much every focal range, and if you're traveling, this may suit your needs a little bit better. Think about what you like shooting, what you're going to be capturing with these cameras, and what lens you need. Is it a prime lens or is it a variable lens? Buy the one that works for you. I think in the meantime, there are plenty of other capable cameras that are just as great that you can be using and shooting photos with. I have a feeling that many of us are going to be waiting 3 to 6 months to get our hands on the X100VI when we could be out shooting with the cameras that we have and capturing incredible memories and photos. This camera is not going to make you a better photographer, but it is going to be fun. But how long are you willing to wait for that? All of that being said, I have ordered the X100VI. I don't know if I'll be keeping it or not, but I am excited to try it out, see what all the hype is about, and see how much different it actually is than the X100VI I have right now. X100V. Yeah. If you've got fear of missing out for not having an X100VI, it's okay. It's just a camera and it's not going to make you a better photographer. I would encourage you to go rent a camera from your local camera store, borrow a cool camera from a friend that you've wanted to try. Just get out there and try a new camera system and see what gets you excited about taking photos. Maybe that'll be a Fujifilm camera, maybe it won't, but either way, cameras are about taking photos. Thanks for letting me spill the gravy. I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one.